Alright, here it is. This is the Tryseptico. It's a relatively difficult model. It's not really as detailed, but it still looks really cool. Alright, so it's got 2 fins holding 4 smaller fins up here. It's got four air intakes, kind of reinforced wings, and reinforced locking mechanism. And yep, this thing can fly. So I'm gonna show you guys this thing in flight, and then we can see what you can do. All you need in order to fold Tryseptico is just a square sheet of origami paper. It can be both for a practice model or a flight model. So let's get started. This uses the base of Jason Merrill's dagger, by the way. Anyways, alright, so you're gonna fold this edge diagonally to this edge. Just like this. And then just fold this diagonally in half. Right now we're just folding the diagonals. And also, by the way guys, I do have something really cool to show you at the end of the video too. Alright, and then just open all of that up. And then fold it in half vertically from here to here, from there to there. Like this. Fold that, then turn it like this so this crease is facing you, and then fold it in half again towards you. Okay. So now we're gonna make the water bomb base. So simply collapse it like this. Really not that hard. That's only if you're a bit experienced at origami though. And then you just fold this flap over and then just squash it down like that. Then you should have something like this where you have 4 flaps, or actually no, 2 flaps on each side. Alright? And then this step is gonna be a bit confusing. So you're gonna place your hand right here, and then you're gonna drag this up, and then try to make it so that you pinch it like it's a crease, but it doesn't go all the way across like that. And then just try to swivel this over to this edge right here, like this. I'm pinching this crease, and then I'm swiveling it over to this edge. And then just flatten all the inside like that. And then just flatten the other side as well. Just try to get this crease right here, like something like that. And then once you have that, you should be able to just flatten the other side just like this, or at least try to. Then you have this, and if you have that, then that's what you want. All right. Make sure that these flaps are turned to the left, and then fold this big triangle up as far as you can go without ripping anything. Sorry, just made a little kink right there. Loves to do that. Well, just doing some little kinks right there. Okay, so now you have that. You're gonna want to firmly crease that down because you're gonna need that crease later. And then unfold that, put it back there. Fold these flaps to the other side, and then just fold this big triangle up again. As far as you can go without ripping anything. Just like that. And then unfold everything. So you have this kind of crease pattern. So you're gonna turn the paper towards you like this, and then pinch these two creases, and then there should be like a little center crease where my finger is drawing along. You're gonna want to fold. You're gonna want to pinch these two tabs, and then swivel them towards this center crease. It's basically what you did if you made Jason Merrill's Tiger Shark or Dagger. And then just flatten these two pockets like this. Excuse me. Okay, so then you have the main base. And this base can make many planes. Okay. So then put your finger in here. And then you should make like a big pocket like that. Kind of like this. Then you're gonna want to flatten it like this so that it looks like a deformed diamond. Now you're gonna want to swivel this over. And there should be like a crease that appears like along here. You're gonna want to make sure that this matches along the center crease inside of here. So make sure that's with the center crease. Like here, look. 1 second. So on my paper there, you see this, right? This light crease. There should be like a light center crease, like pretty much right there. You're gonna want to make sure this crease is syncing along with this crease, that it's like a straight line. So then once you got that, you can crease it down. Okay. And then fold this back so it looks like that, and then repeat that whole same process on the other side. To be honest, this plane is not really that hard. But it's still not for beginners. But if you're this far already, then you're doing great. Okay, fold the right flap over. And then fold this flap up so that this edge, like when you crease it, this flap is like along with this line down here. Like here, let me show you. So you have this flap, right? When my finger is on, when this is flat, let me just pull this up. When this right here is flat, you're gonna want that to stay flat, and then this flap, make sure that like it does not go past this line that it makes here. Okay, and then you're gonna want to like open this pocket in here, and then swivel it over like that. Sorry, just bear with me here. I'm trying to make it right so I can move on. Okay. Then fold that over, and then repeat that exact same process on the other side. Excuse me. Okay, fold that over like that. Excuse me. Okay. And now turn it over. And then you're going to want to fold this flap over. And you're going to see that it does not want to lay flat. So you have this big flap right here. And there should be like a giant pocket in there that you should put your finger inside of. You're going to put your hand inside that pocket to like open it up a bit. And then you should be able to just flatten it like this. But wait, don't crease it fully yet. Turn it over and make sure that this little triangle right here is matching along with the center crease right here. So once you have it along with the center crease and it doesn't go past it, then you can flatten the whole model. There you go. You're doing great. Okay. Then you just repeat the same thing on your side. Doesn't want to lay flat. Just open up the pocket. And now you can just book match this with the other flaps here. So now you have a good reference. Fold it over. And now we're gonna make the first reinforcements of the wing. And I'm telling you, you have to do the ring reinforcement steps, otherwise it's not gonna fly. Just telling you that. Anyways, there should be like a little tab, a little long tab right here. You're gonna wanna fold that over the wing. Maybe you should get like a stone or something to firmly crease these more. So then it should look something like that. And then just repeat the same thing on the other side. Just a little tab. Fold it over the wing. Okay, let me zoom back out. Sorry for Mr. Shaky Camera back there. Alright, now you should have something like this. Okay, so now we're gonna make the pre-model of the double tail fins. So fold this over, and then this is just a judgment fold, but you're gonna put your finger inside this pocket and then swivel this out like this. Try not to make it not too big, but not too small either. It's a judgment fold. But then once you have that, what I like to do is I like to fold it in half. And yeah, I'm just making sure everything's equal. If not, I can just swivel it back together. It's fine. Okay, and then I put my finger in this pocket and then swivel it so that it matches with this triangle right here. Sorry if I wasn't being so goofy today. It's alright. Alright, unfold that. Okay, you fold the pre-model for the tail fins. Now here comes the magic. So you're gonna fold this edge so that you're gonna fold this edge down so that it comes to a point right there where my index finger is at, right there. It comes to a good point. And make sure when it ends over here, make sure it doesn't go past the center line, because you don't want that. You don't want that. Okay, turn over. And then temporarily grab this and then fold this flap so that it book matches with this side like this. And make sure this right here comes to a point. Excuse me. And then just fold that back over, flatten the side. And then just fold it in half so that you can make sure everything is equal. And then repeat the exact same process. Just fold in the front first. Alright. Alright, wait, did I say the magic? Okay, now this is the real magic. I'm silly. Okay, this is the real magic. You take this whole entire flap and you open it up like this, and then you fold this edge down so that when you fold the flap back, it looks like that. And then you swivel it like this so that it makes like a pocket in there, but you're just gonna want to flatten that and then fold the flap over like this. And then let me just fold it so that the fin can stand up. Now you have your first two double fins. Wow. But you're gonna want this tab. You're gonna want this tab to be inside of the pocket right here. So just inside reverse fold that. And then just reform it. And then it should look like that where it's color change. Okay, so now fold it in half again. And then try to book match it. It's kind of difficult to book match, but you'll get the job done. But you're just repeating the exact same process on this side. Okay. And then you already have this crease, so try to eye it out so that they match. Like, I think something like that would be fine. Alright, for now, have these fins fully creased over like this. Because now we're going to do the full wing reinforcements. Alright, turn it over. And if you don't do these steps, your plane is guaranteed not going to fly. Okay. Okay, so there you see like all these pockets, right? Just swivel this up like this. Actually, I should zoom in for this. So there should be like this little pocket. You're not turning it into a pocket. You're gonna squash fold it so that you have like a triangle right there. And flatten that. And there should be like a extra flap right there. And then there should be like a crease right here. You're gonna want to fold this flap to this crease. It should look something like that. And then fold it back up. Mr. Shaky Camera back there. Okay. And then do the exact same process on this side. Just folding it in half to make sure it's equal. And yeah, don't worry, I'll post other types of content soon, because I don't post just origami content. I'll post more content soon. Like other types of content. Just taking a look at this one over here so to see what it can do next. Okay. Unfold that. Okay, so now these wings are now should be like, actually wait, no. Sorry, I'm just kind of silly. How many times did I say that? Like, how many times did I even say that? I don't know, man. Anyways, you're gonna fold this wing over so that you make like a crease right here, and make it so that this crease doesn't like go past this line right here. So something like this, okay? And then you fold this back so that it looks like that. And then I'm gonna zoom in for this again. There should be like a little, you're gonna wanna swivel this up again so it looks like this. And then to fully lock the wing, just fold this edge over like that, this tiny edge. Okay. Now you're gonna have to repeat that whole process on this side. I know. Might be a bit annoying, but it's okay. I'm just folding it in half to make sure it's equal. Unfold the tail fins. Turn it over. And now we are ready to jet fold the model. Should be not too hard to jet fold the model. Sometimes it might take me a moment to jet fold them all because it might be a bit thick, but that's okay. And yeah, don't worry, I still have something really cool to show you at the end of the video. Okay, so now you should have something like this. Just fold the tail fins, and the wing up. Same thing on your side. Tail fin up, wing up. And then you should still have some light creases on the fins, so just fold on the creases you already made so that they can stand up like that, and then open the fins. And then you're gonna make the locking mechanism by doing this. Open this flap right here, and then fold this flap inside the model. Okay. Then the fuselage should look something like that. Alright, the final thing we're going to do is that we're going to make the air intakes. So, if you're going to make the air intakes, I'm going to need like a pencil or something. Let me just go find one real quick. Okay, this will do. So, I'm gonna zoom in for this part. There should be like two little tabs, but if you turn it over, there's like two little lines. You're gonna put your pencil inside that line. or whatever you have you're using. This is just so you can open the pocket, then squash it down like that. That makes one air intake. Gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay. You made two of the 4 air intakes. And then there should be like 2 extra little tabs down here. Zoom in again. And they should be pockets as well. You're going to put your pencil inside those pockets and open them up. Squash if needed. Okay. Now the final thing we're going to do is we're going to reinforce the fuselage, or the locking mechanism. So there should be just this right here, just fold it inside the model, all those flaps. And then also try to use the top part of the plane to really flatten down the reinforcement. You don't have to do the locking mechanism, but it's just recommended highly. And then you have a finished Tryseptico. Now, the tutorial's finished, but if you want to see the cool thing, then I am soon going to release an advanced version of the Tryseptico called the Tryseptico Absolute. It's got properly shaped wings, color change landing gear, and the same feature of the 2 fins holding the 4 smaller fins and a heavily reinforced nose section. So yeah, this is also a really cool jet to look out for. But anyways, thank you so much for folding with me, and I hope you'll do good flying your plane.